Mr. President, I was just about asking you what are some of the actions you have taken to make sure that justice, even as we prosecute the war, can be granted to the peoples of Southern Cameroons. We've seen men in suit actually inciting xenophobia, which is a crime against humanity and a crime and a clear cut crime against the basic human rights of Ambazonians. I'd like you to inform Ambazonians before we get to discover the techniques that these individuals employ on the ground to do their offenses. I want you to talk to Ambazonians. After watching this video, I'm sure you're not watching it for the first time. Did you take any proactive steps to call for international intervention?
The first thing we did was to make sure that we informed both the international community and the local population about what this meant, and that's why there was a published press release. Immediately, those remarks were made public, and we informed the international community about their intention. It was even agreed in that their meeting that they were actually going out to do the recruitment of forces that would be to terrorize the terrorists. It was published here and there, and we made sure that we reported that to the appropriate authorities, and we made our people aware. That's one thing. Our next move was to prepare our forces on the ground for this, because this is understanding how the enemy operates is important. This is what they do. They cannot succeed except they have to recruit some people on the ground. When the system has kept people poor, completely dispossessed of everything, they are just living on basic animal needs of eating and maybe not even shelter, survival. Then they can come with some little amount of money and buy them here and there and make them join. The contractors will recruit them and make them informants. Even for 5,000 francs a month, they will do it. In that state of poverty, 5,000 francs is like a gold mine, and then they will recruit them. So then they will turn around and try to buy some people up with money and so on. So we try to uh, send our information to the ground, inform our people, educate our people so that they don't fall prey to that. And then they will also want to use some of that money they take as these military contractors to see how to lure some of our fighters, deceiving them that their lives will be better off and they should join them. Then at the end, they will simply disappear. They will be neither here nor there. In between the bush and DDR, many of them die. So we made sure that La Republic will not use our own. We have done everything we're supposed to do and we are doing to make sure that our own will not fall prey, and then our boys will be smarter and they have their own countermeasures to that. I can tell you that you can also see that a lot of those their those their informants and so on, many of them have been targeted because we are on a hunt to make sure that anyone who allows himself to be recruited because of hunger, yeah, it means you don't want to live long. You put yourself in the enemy's uh, uh, target to become a target for no reason. So be wise. We have basically educated our people and mobilized our forces to make sure that they handle that as it happens here and there. Um, but that notwithstanding, things like this do happen. This when the La Republic of Cameroon does things like this. One other characteristic you are going to see is that it happens around close to where they have their military bases. Where this thing happened in Mamfe is just about 5 minutes or so to the gendarmerie post. So so they have a lot of security cover to do the things they did. Even if our forces were to come in, they were all it was late. because this was happening right at their nose, where they had, if it were not their own act, if it were from our own people, they had everything in their hands to intervene and stop us. But they will not do that because it was their own act that they were committing against the people.